Anyway, we're moving on to the next point of topic.
Boss design, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm using Dark
Boss
Souls 3 as
design.
an example once again.
Okay.
Each boss teaches you something, right?
Are you on about Sekiro now?
No,
Or
Dark Souls 3.
Souls, right?
Each
Yeah,
boss
design.
teaches you something, right?
Yeah.
So, like, Abyss Watchers teaches you stamina conservation.
Yeah.
If you spam roll, you can't punish.
Right, because they hit you in a certain string, right?
Yeah. So, Pontiff teaches you to be patient. Like some strings have, like Pontiff teaches you to notice tells.
Yeah.
Each boss sort of has a thing and a weakness. Like Abyss Watchers are weak to backstabs. So once you find that, you can sort of play around that. Like each boss does something well. Like if you try and distance yourself from Abyss Watchers, they have a lot of closing attacks that close you down.
Yeah.
I remember seeing a meme on the Elden Ring subreddit that was literally a bus speeding towards a post.
Yeah.
And then it was cutting out just before the truck hit the post.
Sure, Kim, sure.
And it was Elden Ring bosses charging up a heavy R2.
Yeah.
Every single boss is just charge delay R2.
It is, yeah, I've noticed that. I mean, I know I'm an advocate for
single one. It's just like, I'm going to hit you. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, it's all slow. It's like slow sort of charge up wind attacks. Yeah, wind up.
And the only boss that breaks that taboo is Hoaraloo.
Hoaraloo, yeah.
And again, when I got Godfrey to second phase, I'm like, I wasn't like, oh my god, this is just so cool. I saw Hoaraloo and was like, he's French? My first thought wasn't, oh my god, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
When the Abyss Watchers gets up and it's
we'll get to Bloodborne boss design. We'll compare them in a second.
Yes, Bloodborne boss design is also one of the best, I agree. But we're talking about Elden Ring for now.
Yeah, for now, yeah.
And why they do them better. Like again, every boss in Elden Ring is just charge R2 the game.
Yeah.
I remember me and Yells being in a call, and we were both.
Oh yeah, we were playing it side by side, weren't we?
We were playing it together, and we both fought a dragon at the same time.
Yeah.
And I said ankle chopping simulator.
Yeah.
And Yells laughed and went, "Yeah, same." I remember it.
And these are two different dragons we were fighting, by the way.
Yeah.
So like, it wasn't the same boss. We were fighting two different bosses. Both were dragons, and we both literally said to each other, we said, "Oh my god, it's
no, you were fighting Fire Giant. I remember. You were fighting Fire Giant.
I was fighting Fire Giant. Not.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah. So I see what you mean now. But yeah,
like Medea, for example, right?
So yeah, most of the monster bosses, right, which are like larger than an average boss, they're essentially ankle choppers. You're not really fighting anything. You're just there whacking on someone's ankles, right? So
yeah,
that's the only issue. Yeah.
To compare this to different fights, like Medea is the best. Like Souls has like a bad rap for doing dragon fights.
Yeah.
It's like the in joke of the community. But Medea is the only one that is like fun. Every attack he does, he finishes where his head is pointing towards you.
Yeah. So you're then attacking the head rather than the ankles or the wings.
Rolling through and spacing out Medea's attacks is so much fun.
Yeah.
Rather than he's doing the fire attack, better charge towards him on my horse and whack at his ankles. Like what? No, who okayed this?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna make the enemy you fight 10 times. We're gonna make you chop at his bloated health.
Yeah, so it's almost like every single dragon fight is ankle chopping. Like it wouldn't be bad, I don't think, if it was like the odd dragon. But when every single dragon is ankle chopping, apart from perhaps is it the Dragon Lord again?
Yeah.
Like almost all of them.
Whack his tail.
Even the Elden Beast, to an extent, is ankle chopping.
Yeah.
To an extent, like the final boss is an ankle chopper, almost. We know I'm not saying it is, but it almost is. It almost.
And Elden Beast is one of the actually more satisfying games. Because
it's Radahn first as well, not Radahn, but
Radagon.
Radagon first, yeah.
And that is literally delayed heavy the game.
Yeah. So we'll have a quick stop off now to talk about the Bloodborne bosses.
Yeah.
Right, that House has mentioned. So a few that come to mind are the dude with the massive sword. I forget his name.
Ludwig.
Ludwig, right? He seems like I've not played the DLC for Bloodborne. I've played the base game.
I have, so I can render opinion on this.
Yeah. But and then House also said that Bloodborne bosses fights look like a dance, but with extreme amounts of violence.
Same with Sekiro.
So,
there was a poll on the community a while ago, and it was like, which combat is better? And Sekiro and Bloodborne were 50-50 split. Like, they just do combat so well.
Yep. But I feel like that's why Bloodborne and Sekiro are some of the most treasured games for combat rather than Dark Souls is like a mix of the story because it's obviously a linear path.
Like the one thing I'll rain on Sekiro. Like Sekiro is my beloved game. I think I have almost like 400 hours on Steam already. And a lot on PS4.
Only 400. Hoi 4 players scoff at that with their 2,000 hours.
Those are rookie numbers.
Yeah. Hoi 4 players be like, I have 5,000 hours, therefore I must win.
I must have like 2,000 hours total with my PS4 days.
Yeah.
But like in those, like I'll rag on Sekiro and say like the themes aren't that rememberable.
Mm-hmm.
But in the heat of the moment, it's so much fun. Just to like every fight feels unique. I'm like, oh, this is his pattern. And like,
I think that's an issue with Elden Ring as well, though, isn't it? Is that a lot of the boss fights don't feel unique.
It just gets stale. Yay! I'm fighting Godskin Noble for the 7th time. Woohoo! Yay!
Yes. So there's also a difference, obviously, with lore and background in all the other games as well. So like Bloodborne,
that's another
very
thought
true.
I had, right? Is in Sekiro, anyone who has played this will know.
Mm-hmm.
When you played through Hirata and found the Lone Shadow, the purple ninja, on top of the pagoda that's guarding Mistraven.
Please read it out.
He kicked everyone's ass who found him. He destroyed everyone who found him because everyone was underleveled. But then when Owl's Invasion come around, they become normal enemies.
Yep.
And because you've now leveled up, you get this sense of, oh, I've gotten better at the game because this enemy that once challenged me is now becoming more trivial. And it also makes sense with the lore as the Interior Ministry invades more.
Yep.
And Owl is, staging his overthrow. These enemies appear more, like they're more prevalent.
Yep.
And killing them feels fun as well when they do their like leap and slam and then they do a sweep.
Yep.
It's just fun fighting them.
Yep. So
but in Elden Ring,
go on.
overworld enemies become mini bosses in caves.
I was about to say that. Yeah, the dungeon system, right? Yeah.
Why? Like there's like abductor virgins, the metal things that grab you. You're like, oh, they take you to Volcano Manor. Haha, fun gimmick. But then you go into a cave, and there's 2 of them as a boss. Because like Miyazaki was like, oh, right, we've made this massive world. J.R. What's he called?
No, I think you're right. G.R.
Martin.
G.R. Martin.
No. Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're pretty sure.
Gave us this massive world. So they create this massive world. They bit off more than they can chew.
Yeah, I get that feeling as well. Yeah.
Like, oh shit, we've made the 58th cave. What do we fill it in? I don't know, another night.
Yeah, I fully understand that one.
There's no creativity behind it. It's just like, oh shit, fuck, control.
Control C, Control V. Yeah. Pretty much.
Like what? And also, chat is asking you to read.
Yeah, I've seen it. So he's asking. I think he's asked to read out. Also, Bloodborne lore and background caused me to fall into a several day-long abyss of figuring out what the fuck is going on. Yeah. So yes,
it makes you peer into the void of like, ooh, what's happening here? How did this all go wrong?
Exactly. Yeah. So a lot of the other
Tiki burn the tree.
No, I didn't realize he was in chat. Yeah, it's fine. It's alright. Sorry. Okay, back. What's going on now? We're talking about. Are we still on boss design? Or are we on about sort of level design now, sort of?
So like boss design and
lore.
General combat,
Yeah, what the fuck lore? So for instance, I found personally for myself, don't know if everyone else feels it, but I found that when I was playing Dark Souls, Sekiro, and Bloodborne, I found the world lore to be insane. I chased items, I went to look for things that told me, what was going on. Yeah. And then I got to Elden Ring and, you find a couple items that detail what's going on, but then there's so much lore that I feel almost overwhelmed by it.
That's one of my other points is that the game is so bloated.
Yeah, that's the feeling you get, isn't it?
It's too big for its own good.
Yeah,
I feel like if they had condensed.
Welcome back, Kim. By the way, welcome back.
Condensed some of the fat into more well thought out.
He meant you.
Levels.
Someone. Sorry, House obviously meant you.
Sorry, that's the name I was supposed to learn.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was. You're supposed to learn the name. His memory's trash, clearly. But yeah, that was
like that's what I mean. Like the other levels, like I used Bloodborne as an example.
Yeah.
The first, it's like 2 hours of Bloodborne.
Definitely.
You fight your way through. You fight your way through like the first bits of Yharnam.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, ooh, how did this all go wrong? Like, oh, I've got to fight villagers. Ooh, and then you get there, and it's like you see another hunter.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this happening? And then again, the theme, like, it all links together. It's circular. The theme, the general layout of the world, the atmosphere, it all links, right? So that when you're fighting Gascoigne, like he talks to you as well, like, "Ooh, what's that smell? It's enough to make a man go wild." And his theme like picks up, and then he transforms into a beast, and the theme goes insane, like representing, oh, shit's going down, essentially.
Yeah.
Each, like, it's all interlinked. Like, the theme represents the character, and the theme and character represent the atmosphere, and the atmosphere, they all link into each other. And in Elden Ring, everything is so positive that it's like, I think the themes suffer a bit.
Right. Like, how do you mean positive? How do you mean positive?
So, like, again, I said, like, all the Dark Souls things are about a decline of majesty.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Gwyn's Age of Fire is
arguably Elden Ring is about the end.
It's weirdly positive, like, oh, there's a new Elden Lord, and we're going to make everything right.
Well, yeah, isn't it? You can say that's the same as linking the fire, though, no?
Yeah, no, but it's still like, when you're going through the world seems less gone to the dogs, if you will.
Yeah. To be fair, it wasn't Miyazaki that made the lore, though, right? Also, sorry, I'm plugging in my phone.
I was going to say...
You can hear all my rumblings around.
It just feels like a tug of war between Martin and Miyazaki.
Yeah.
Like, Martin wanted to do this and create his own story, and then Miyazaki was like, how do I make this a game?
Yeah.
I don't, tonally dissonant, I think.
Yeah, just have your own debate in the chat there, guys, over which is better, the G3 or Bismarck. They're having a debate over ships now. Oh my god.
So, we got anything more to say about, like, boss design,
the bosses,
level design?
Is there any specific bosses you have a gripe with?
I hate Mog with a burning passion.
Oh, that's the Unis guy, right?
Yeah. Trident man.
Yeah. Any reasons why?
Let's give him wings and spam AoE effects after every attack.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that the one where he just throws blood everywhere, right?
Oh, you rolled close to him because you want to maintain aggro? Oh, here's a claw that explodes. Oh, you ran away, did you? Well, he's got wings that can do thrusts that kill you in one shot.
How's on a G3 as a boss? What's your like theme music there, House? What's your theme music gonna be? I feel there's only that stand out in a good way.
Malenia. 100%.
Malenia is a good fight.
I've never felt the drive to, I gotta beat this boss. And like a boss that you fight a lot because it's difficult, and having a good theme,
like a Tank Cobra.
When you enter the arena and walk towards Malenia, and the choir picks up.
Oh yeah.
It's sad in the background, and you're walking towards it like, ooh.
Can't lie.
A bullshit bullshit move that just kills you in one shot.
Can't lie. My favorite thing about the Malenia fight is the stage 2 because we see a half naked girl. Yeah. So that's my favorite part.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. Call me wrong, but that's my personal attention. That's my personal thought on it.
Giga Chad's yells and owl talking about Elden Ring.
Yeah. Clip it. No one's clipping that. No one's clipping that. I swear to God. Please, God, no.
Cancel.
Oh yeah, no. Oh my God, Twitter. Why?
Oh, yells or chat.
Fuck it. You know what? I'll clip it myself. I will clip it myself later on. And I'm just gonna do it. Fuck it.
Yells or chat. Do we have anything more to say about
bosses? I've said many cancelable things. Yes. Yeah. If you've got any boss in the entire Soul series that you think is the best boss, if you can think of one.
If we're talking about Soul series, there's quite a few like candidates. Like Pontiff was my favorite for a long time.
Yeah.
Like the choir when he walks towards you, the way he activates his sword, and I've said this in everything. Yells is tired of me saying about it, but I love exertion in games.
When you can hear the opponent,
when I can hear a boss trying to kill me.
Yeah.
Like when Pontiff does his sword slam.
We won't have Yeah.
When Genichiro, sorry, I'm using slang there. When Genichiro does his thrust, and then like,
yeah,
and like you can actually hear him try to kill you.
Yep.
It's like, ooh, there's passion here, there's aggression.
Yeah.
It's weirdly, I don't know. That's just how bosses rank for me when I can hear them killing me.
Don't all murder me. I will kill you. Yeah. I think if For the Emperor, yeah. The Emperor protects. The Emperor protects. But I don't know. I'm trying to think of one from Elden Ring that I'm trying to think is like a really good boss, and I mean really good.
I really enjoyed Knights Cavalry.
Those are the Dark Knights scattered.
Gave me Nazgul vibes, you know.
Yeah. Emperor of Mankind, yeah.
They also had a decent theme as well.
I'm trying to think. I don't know actually. I think.
The fact that you have to think in a game this big is telling.
It might be because I just haven't played it in a while, but
it says it all, man. But like, I haven't played Bloodborne in ages.
Yeah, but you can
still
remember
every fight.
Yeah.
Still remember every fight.
Yeah.
Like if someone says,
Feud Night.
What's your favorite boss? And you have to think. I think that's telling.
Yeah, true. I should think as well. So, but I mean, we have to concede the fact that Elden Ring is made completely separate from the Souls series. It is not a Souls game, you could say.
Well, that's the same argument for Sekiro, right? Sekiro was a complete step away.
Good point. Because no rolling,
positioning. Sekiro was all about standing your ground and deflecting. Big take. It had a story. There's characters with dialogue. Like what?
Cowboy Bebop opening? Sure, dude. Sure. Elden Ring is a B-Tech Dark Souls. Almost.
That is the perfect way to summarize.
I wouldn't go as far as that. So Kim, by saying that, are you like insinuating that it needed like more work, or like it needed more fleshing out? Because I'm willing to admit that yes, there's parts of it that need like fleshing out more. You know, perhaps more detail could have gone into some things, or more. I don't know. Like
another thing as well is like I kind of hyped up the game in my own mind.
Oh yes, yeah, that's another thing we have to talk about. That's another thing we've got.
It was just coming off Sekiro, and I loved Sekiro.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, it's like this is the golden game, the golden goose. I'm going to be playing for years. Like I did so many replays of Dark Souls 3. It's like New Game 9, but then all of a sudden the game is bloated, so like I can't replay it because I have to wade through muck.
Yeah. It is.
There's not many bosses to get hyped about. Like, who are you hyped about fighting again in Elden Ring? Who?
Yeah.
What Sekiro gave you at the end of your playthrough, you can have memories of a boss, so you can fight them again.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Why is that absent from Elden Ring?
No. I think that memory thing is from a mod, by the way.
Oh, you're feeling? No, it's not. You can fight them anytime you want.
No, you can't. It's from a mod. It's from a mod.
It's not.
In Dark Souls. It's
no, in Sekiro.
Oh, in Sekiro. Oh, my bad.
Memories.
So,
fight any boss